It is Mega Wednesday, my friends, and every other Wednesday on the channel, we go for a long, exciting, fun stream. We cover things that the community has spoken for, things that I want to listen to, and we make a big day out of it. And today, very surprising to me because I posted a vote. Today, we are going to be featuring albums from Supertramp, Gorillaz, and Tom Waits. And when I posted a vote, I was nearly positive Supertramp was going to win. No. Supertramp got last place. Gorillaz will be starting our day off today, followed up by Tom Waits, and then followed up by Supertramp. So, guys, we've got a heck of a day ahead of us. Now, if you want to join the Discord, feel free, ! Discord, or just check the video description below on YouTube. This is the newest release from the Gorillaz. It came out a couple of months ago, February 27th of 2026. I have not yet listened to this. I went through a crazy period of travel and life happenings, and Crimson, the guy I work with on the channel, and I have been trying to find a time to schedule this album, and eventually I just said it's got to happen. And so yeah, here we go. Guys, this album has a ton of features in it. There are so many names besides Gorillaz. I think that really says a lot about the fact that our guy Damon probably has a lot of people that really would love to work with him. Probably means he's a swell person to work with. I mean, realistically speaking, in a lot of ways, it kind of reminds me of how Daft Punk was able to get people to come and work with them. I think that they just kind of recognize a celebration of kind of creative music, and they want to be a part of it, you know? Yeah, I would imagine Damon's phone contact list is also nuts. I think it's, let's see, I realistically speaking, I think each song, I'm told that this one doesn't have a whole lot of lore continuation to it, but during the making of this album, Damon and Jamie Hewlett had lost people close to them, and they decided to have this album have a running theme of loss and death. One way they expressed this theme was by using previously unreleased recordings of Gorillaz collaborators who have since passed away. Bro. That is actually really cool. So in a lot of ways, this is a concept album, even if it doesn't have like maybe a continued narrative. I think that's really cool. And I realistically, I think Plastic Beaches was probably the last work from the Gorillaz that I got, like, you know, truly excited about. I was not allowed to listen to Demon Days as a child, but I secretly always did because I watched Fuse TV, and this was kind of one of those like guilty pleasures because it said Demon in the album name. So when I got out of when I got out of my house, like, and was allowed to listen to secular music, Gorillaz were really one of the first things I, kind of dove into on my own. And then my sophomore year of college, we get Plastic Beach. And that just really, I think for me, kind of hit an a formative time. And I think it gave me the ability to kind of appreciate music that was outside of just a rock box. Yeah, that album was certainly more than that. And while you could say that about Demon Days as well, I think it made hip hop vibes kind of accessible to me in a way, by presenting it through a medium that I could understand. And as a kid who was really narrow minded, and that goes a long way. I mean, so anyways, Demon Days is their most religious album, but it says the word demon in it. So a young religious Wally would have been terrified of the spiritual repercussions of listening to something that had the word demon in it. And I would have felt guilty for enjoying it and felt like something was wrong with my soul, which was probably doomed to hell because I couldn't speak in tongues. Couldn't tell you why. Anyways, that's just a little bit of subtext to my life. I haven't dug into Blur. I really only gotten familiarity with Gorillaz. So, guys, I'm going to hit the play button. This is a music discovery stream, though, so you got to let me know. Have you heard this album? Are you familiar, or are you raw dogging a very first listen with me? We have 15 tracks totaling out to an hour and 6 minutes, a heck of a lot of features, and I'm sure there's a heck of a lot of context as we go through each one. I'm going to thank you guys for providing context as we go through it. And yeah, guys, I'm going to hit the play button. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Kick or Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. These people over here are the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I know I speak for all of us when I say we would love to have you by. Guys, opening up with the title track, Gorillaz, The Mountain, opening up with the Mountain, featuring Dennis Hopper, AJ Prasanna, Anushka Shankar, Aman Ali Bangash, and Ayan Ali Bangash. Got it. Okay, here we go. The name Dennis Hopper kind of sticks out. It's like the Dan Smith, BYU of features, you know? Compared to all of the other names. You know, AJ Prasanna, Anushka Shankar, Aman Ali Bangash, Ayan Ali Bangash, Dennis Hopper. He died 10 years ago. Rest in peace. And to all of the departed that are featured in this album, let's throw some W's in the chat. Their life was still able to contribute to artwork after the fact, which means that their lasting impact was meaningful on people as well as the world of art. I think that is awesome. This is quite nice and meditative. Is the daughter of Ravi Shankar and has continued her father's legacy by becoming a sitar lesbian. Really? This is really lovely. I'm so fulfilled right now. Music is the best. I'm really frustrated that I have to pause for commentary, but YouTube will have my butt with butter and a spoon and toppings if I don't. I'm going back quite a bit to kind of let it roll through because golly goodness, this is just really a pleasant sound. It's so fulfilling. There are, like, the stereoscape of this is also very, very, very pleasant. It has an element where there's almost like a natural binaural thing happening there. And it's not binaural in a way that is disorienting or jagged. It's almost as if it's, like, soothing, you know? Like, major key, uplifting tonality. Yeah. Gosh, what a way to begin. Not what I saw coming with the Gorillaz album. 96 kilohertz, this album. Is this a guitar that's come in? Sound textures that would normally not be found together, and it's lovely. I'm having a flashback of that conversation, Crimson. Coming in. Is this a flute of some sort? See this coming. Music speaks every language lovingly. That was so cool. What a way to open an album. In today's age, in today's world. And you know, what's crazy is when you watch this video on YouTube, the sound quality is going to be 10 times better than the compression that Twitch offers. I'm over here in my headphones just so fulfilled. Like, you ever look at your life and think things are just good? You know, like I woke up today, like I kissed my beautiful wife as she went to work in the office. I knew I was going to have a long stream today with kind people online. I got myself some pastries from a Japanese bakery. They were amazing. I had great cups of coffee. and then I get to listen to something that just unexpectedly, and certainly from the source, I certainly didn't expect the Gorillaz to come at me with this. And Crimson and I were talking about this album, and I was like, how did it hit you, man? What's it like? And he's like, I don't know how to just. You're gonna have to listen to it, dude. I don't know how to tell you. Like, that was kind of his response to me. What's up, Scoots? Man, I heard you woke up with a fever. Prayers to you, buddy. I hope you're okay. Sending health to you and, like, goodness. Dude, Scoots, you should leave the stream right now and listen to this song, The Mountain, if you haven't already. And then come back and you'll feel a little better. At bare minimum, I promise. Oh, my gosh. What a way to open this one. Oh, my gosh. This is I certainly, zero bit of me thought I was gonna get sounds like this from the Gorillaz.
The mountain.
That was such a fulfilling first song experience, an unassuming, mega good. I would not call that a banger. I would call that a loving song. Man, that was lovely. The Moon Cave. We get a harp and then like a Hollywood strings walk in? Not to this depth. This makes more sense. So I haven't heard this. This is already hitting me in just the best way possible. But when you come into this, to the question of have they explored sounds like these before? Yes, but not to the point that they are so upfront and featured. Certainly not to the point that an entire ethereal sound bath happens, right? Like, definitely not. This is a far removal from what I've heard them do before. I don't spend all of my time listening anymore. Kind of like I think a lot of people, once music has become formative to you, it's just always maybe a little bit of a part of you, and you only revisit for self-sentiment or nostalgic purposes. But this is not territory I've seen them lean into in this direction. They've always had that dream pop element to it, but this feels far more ethereal and spiritual. And in a lot of ways, it feels like I can totally see how people might say, especially just at the very intro with this, whenever we get the Moon Cave song coming in, it definitely does feel like a maybe less of a the world is distorting us and more of a we're healed from a distorted world perspective. And it feels like an evolved kind of vibe from Plastic Beach, if that makes any sense at all. For just a song and a couple of seconds into another song, it feels like there does have that. But out of tragedy and grief comes something really beautiful if you allow it. And it seems like maybe they have. This soulful kind of thing here. like he's definitely asking significantly. He's being forwardly introspective throughout this. You know what I mean? And you kind of see that in the imagery. I feel like he's painting for you an allegory of really him being introspective through this.
You will never recognize me again. Have you traveled on a moonbeam?
I'm definitely gonna end up jamming on this. Yes, please.
Grinning beginnings.
Grinning beginnings.
One more time from the top.
Yo, I go like a butterfly, give me any. I'ma let it slide, bet you I'ma like I'm in the sky. Look at how I wanna let the ideas just up high like a new hot. Good to be the GOAT, only way I is to treat it like it's gossiping. Yeah, watch this, yo, I can like no other guy, give me any. I'ma let it ride, bet you I'ma like I've been a vibe. I'ma just, yeah, check it. Yo, I can tell a sky pick for profit. When I flow top, pick the topic. Is it hip hop? Is it gothic? Can it fit into the corner pocket? Is it hovering above the surface? Is the pain where the megahertz is? Where the mash is? Where the church is? Or the last days where the earth is? It's a movie, listen to me. They have given the permission to me to move like Mr. Halloumi. If I leave here, don't pursue me. Let me flow topic to topic. From the posh tip to the mosh pit, to the ghost watch and the folks clock and the most popular optics. Spread it all around from the small town to the empire, spin a fall down. From the energy to bring the wall down, or the mothership gon' call down like awesome. The heat gon' be scorching, the beat gon' need voices. The sound downright awesome.
This is this is Black Thought from The Roots. If this is a guy who's fronting The Roots, we're listening to The Roots really soon. I love his voice. I love this guy's voice. Like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of when we listened to De La Soul in a way. Like, and I really, really, really loved that. I think that this might be a good way to transition into like some hip hop territory. I've had tons of people asking me to do that. Like, and like, admittedly, when I have branched out into really unexplored waters for me, I get called racist things and told to stay in my lane. And so admittedly, there's a little bit of just, I'm being as honest as I can with you guys. Okay. So just take from the heart it's coming from. But I do want to explore hip hop and rap as a part of the channel. I don't want to be a part of a crossfire that I want nothing to do with. I know it's unexplored territory for me, and it's one of those things that, like, if you go in and you don't know anything, you get accused of not knowing anything, and if you go and discover it, and if you don't like it, you get accused of X, Y, or Z, and if you like it, but you like it the wrong way, you get accused of X, Y, or Z, or called X, Y, or Z. So, just so you know, those have been my concerns with coming back to hip-hop stuff. But I love this sound. A lot. So here we are. I think I'm going to listen to The Roots.
The heat gon' be scorching, the beat gon' need voices. The sound downright awesome, but downtown like different than the sounds y'all like. Let me break it down for 'em like, hold up. Maybe I should just wait just a little bit.
This, you heard me say before that the Gorillaz in a kind of younger age, made hip hop feel a little more accessible to me. I think this is perfectly articulating how that happened for me.
Forgetting bothers me.
You know? I've got nothing but happiness off of this. We're 2 songs in. It is a different energy coming from the Gorillaz. It's very much them, right? It's very much like a project of Damon, but it's a different energy coming from it. And I don't know if it's like you're hearing a dude who has kind of found wisdom and applied it to his life and to his art. And in so doing, kind of shared that experience with other people. How big that is a part of your childhood, but if you really want a great hip hop project, write down. This feels like you can tell artistically, like humans have grown as you listen to it. Like they're kind of reflecting on their lives from a different perspective of when they once did, having walked through grief, recognizing the beauty of life, the blessing that it is, and you know, kind of the ins and outs that come with the goods and the bads of it. Yeah, can I get somebody to share the P.O. box in the chat? Because I don't have it memorized. But I do have a P.O. box. Oh, I would like everybody to give W's in the chat for our friend Garrett, an artist on the channel, the guy that introduced me to Sparks. Just so you know, I know who Sparks is because Garrett is Garrett. So W's for Garrett. I'm actually the Happy Dictator. Funnily enough, that seems like something that would be a Sparks song title. But yeah, I know who Sparks is because of Garrett. So he gets this is a collab I wouldn't have otherwise been able to appreciate had that friendship not been intact. The Happy Dictator, that's God. That's what they're saying. They're calling God the Happy Dictator. Very New Order vibes, yes. Asian ruler who outlawed bad news.
Forming, come and join me center stage. If you're empty and abstracted and your broken heart is full of rage, in a world of fiction, I am a velvet glove. I am your soul, your resurrection. I am the love.
So it's really not written from the perspective of God. It's written from the perspective of a megalomaniacal, like, dictator? How do you not like this song? You get both the males, like, you get the male brothers and you get Damon.
Forming, come and join me center stage. If you're empty and abstracted and your broken heart is full of rage. In a world of fiction, I am a velvet now see where the devil lies.
Thank you, Rabbit.
His pharmacon is with you and your empire it is paralyzed.
That is,
Come and join
come
me,
on,
Santa.
title. Don't be a douche. You know, that is a pretty interesting perspective, though. Like, they banned bad news. Like, you can't. You just yes, you have to give it sometimes. There's no way around. You can't just not. Like, that's a pretty interesting perspective, and like to kind of trick a whole bunch of people. Like, no, it's good. No, it's good. It's kind of like 1984-ish meets spiritualism and God. I appreciate your ability to appreciate lyrics that sometimes might rub against your faith. To take it for what it is and understand the voice it comes from is an underrated skill. Guess that doesn't apply much here, but point stands. Dude, look, I've been open about my faith and you guys have been accepting of it. And at the end of the day, if I wanted somebody to take my faith seriously, right? Do you think me forcing it on anybody's going to do that? Any favor? It's not going to do anything, right? It's just going to make the whole thing look bad. And if I'm not willing to hear the perspective of another person, if I'm not willing to have a conversation and be willing to recognize their perspective of humanity has every much bit of validity as mine does, that's how else does it work? Like, to be a person of faith is to not be a closed-minded person. Certainly not. I think my faith tells, like, truly, I believe my faith, like, challenges me to challenge the spirits of the world, you know? Like, I'm supposed to be inquisitive. I'm supposed to be loving. And if somebody's going to take my faith seriously, it's going to be through loving actions, not through me, like, playing tennis with their head in a Bible. And so that's the perspective I'm coming from. I think I should be just as willing to listen to anybody talk about their faith as they would be willing to, listen to mine. And I'm never going to, again, put it onto somebody. But all I ask from anybody of any faith is to go forth in love. That's it. That's it. That's all. I am a follower of Christ, and I'm cool to say it. Never going to preach it on anybody. But if you're not a follower of Christ, whatever you believe in, even if it's nothing, proceed with love. That's all I ask. I think if we could do that, and we could all agree that it doesn't matter what we believe, our belief systems should be based on love. Let's friggin' go. Let's start at that point and move forward. I would love that. And, if I'm going to really believe the things I talk about, I have to be willing to listen to other people outside of just whatever, the powers that be surrounding Christianity tell me I'm supposed to think. That's not the man I am. It's not the person of faith I'm going to choose to be. I'm going to love regardless. That's it. That is all. And I would ask anybody of any faith or anybody lacking faith to do the same. That's it. Don't do it for a risk reward system of I'm going to heaven, I'm going to hell. Do it for the fact of the matter that we just need goodness in the world. Be a good person for the sake of being a good person. If your faith supports that, fantastic. If you don't have a faith and your consciousness, your person supports that, fantastic. But yeah, that's where I'm coming from with it. Forgive my soapbox moment.
His pharmacon is with you and your empire it is paralyzed. I'll propagate eternity and seal it with my kiss. So look into the coffin and let me grant your wish. No more bad news. So you can sleep well at night.
I love his
and
voice
the
here.
palace of your mind will be bright.
I like that he has this voice that kind of sounds like he's singing to you on the telephone. I've always thought that about his voice, and admittedly, it's a voice I've tried it privately to emulate myself with editing, but I love that there is this kind of vibe to you where your friend is singing to you on the phone.
No more bad news.
love you, lady.
Everything is slowing down, yet everything is faster. While everyone's consuming, I'll save you from yourself. Upon this world of fiction, my love I will bestow. And as we march into the future, happiness will grow. No more bad news.
What a
So you can sleep well at night, and the palace of your mind will be bright.
I am the one to give you life again. I am the one to save your soul.
No more bad news.
They really are a match made in heaven, Damon and the Males. They really are. Like when you hear how well and obviously you know that the production of this album is like off the charts, right? Like you know that the amount of TLC that went into mixing and mastering this thing is just next level bonkers, right? But when you hear how well they, you know, at the end of the day, like stylistically, they were kind of like Sparks in a lot of ways is kind of proto Gorillaz, you know, and I never would have thought about that until this particular song, but in a lot of ways, Sparks is proto Gorillaz. Conceptually, yeah, a little bit different. But when you think about the root of it, the thematic nature behind it, the artistic storytelling, kind of the ability to laughingly talk about gloom and doom. There's definitely like, it makes perfect sense that they would do something like this. And as I'm thinking about the like what it would be to live in a world where bad news was illegal and like existing where you know bad news exists, but you're not allowed to like think about it or talk about it, and you've got all of these people forcing you to feel a way when you just can't feel that way because that's just not how the human experience works. It's kind of a beautiful tension. It really has such a rub to the idea here. Beautifully dystopian.
So you can sleep well at night, and the palace of your mind will be bright. So you can sleep well at night, and the palace of your mind will be bright.
What a beautiful fade out. I love this kind of tape delay junk moment happening here. This is just so nice. We're 3 songs in and I'm just moved to the point of like having a hard time. This is not at all what I was expecting out of a Gorillaz album. While it is still, without question, a Gorillaz album. Not. Okay, actually, I have to run an ad. So, give me a few, and then we're coming back for the hardest thing. Be right back. Okay, we back, and I have another beverage, so let us get back into it, shall we? Hopping into The Hardest Thing featuring Tony Allen.
Oh yeah, Eddie de Erori.
I'm not familiar with Tony Allen.
Eddie de Erori. Oh yeah, Eddie de Erori.
What does that mean? Anything, guys? Wow. Thank you, Garrett. This sound bath vibe, digital sound bath vibe is so nice.
You know the hardest thing is to say goodbye to someone you love. That is the hardest thing.
Yes, it is.
And when the curtains rise and the party begins, do you laugh? Do you break down inside, wondering how you got to the afterlife?
Right here. The sax in the right ear. Or trumpet, I mean. It's giving like a Gates of Heaven vibe to me. Yeah, there's no way you could have adequately described to me what this album was going to be like, Crimson. I get why you had such a hard time explaining a Gorillaz album now to me, buddy.
You know the hardest thing
Orange County.
is to say goodbye to someone you love. That's the hardest thing. This thing
That continued theme.
is to say goodbye.
You can, like, that they bring it back in Orange County.
That's the hardest thing.
Kind of reminds me of the Postal Service a little bit right now.
You know the hardest thing is to say goodbye to someone you love. That's the hardest thing.
Every face you forgot, father's job, they suspend the clock. Another star, get another chance to love.
I hear you now, I understand you left today to get tomorrow back. But what of the toll? That's the hardest thing we
I'm not your enemy. Your legacy frightens me. Will I keep it gold, or will this spoil? Before I get the chance to grow.
I don't know if I can take this anymore. So why you trying to break me? I don't know if I can stay on board. You understand?
I didn't mean for that to happen. I was just trying to pause it. I know how hard it is to lose a person. And I'm sitting here thinking about what it is to have lost. I'm kind of fearing loss in my own, like, can't talk too much about it on stream, but I talked a while ago about getting news that like kind of shook me to my core, and this song is kind of making me consider inevitability, right? And in the same breath, kind of reminding me of what it was to lose somebody. And it's such a beautiful song. It's so happy. It's so upbeat, but it talks so deeply into such a specific set of emotions that terrify me. And I'm saying terrifying in the happy and the sad regard of it, right? Like, because in grief, there are true moments of beauty when you realize like the community of the world is really a loving one, and when you realize like you have a support system to fall back on, that is such a gift. And a lot of times it takes walking through grief to realize that. And in my life, since walking through grief most recently, I've made it, or attempted to make it, a point to not take that kind of thing for granted. But it's easy to do. So if you're watching, I would challenge you to put your people into the perspective that they belong. Tell them that you love them, cherish them. Do not let small things get in the way. Recognize to yourself that if there are disagreements, that the relationship is infinitely more important than the disagreement, and cherish your people. Humble yourself if you need to humble yourself. Be the bigger person if that's what it takes. But cherish your people and let them know it. Because the hardest thing is saying goodbye to somebody that you love.
I'm not your enemy. Your legacy frightens me. Will I keep it gold, or will it spoil before I get the chance to grow?
You know the hardest thing is to say goodbye to someone you love. That's the hardest thing. And I'm not your enemy. You're out of gone, you stand alone in everything you gave to someone you love. That's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing.
Hang on, we're coming back. there's just something fun here.
That's the hardest thing.
I'm sorry, there's just so many. Okay, I'm literally I'm just at this point diddling because I'm inspired, but you know, I tell you, that's the kind of thing I could find myself jamming to. I really, if I want Kara Jackson, who wrote this and sings on this, okay. That was, I think, my favorite one on this one. I think that was my favorite one. That was just so moving. That was such an upbeat, emotional moment. It made me want to participate. It brought me to tears. There's a lot of goodness in that. The God of this is maybe been my favorite of the 2026 releases of this 2026. Gosh, I have a small brain. The God of Lying. Idols. I saw him, I've never heard his music, but I saw him. No, we've heard an Idols song. And I'm thinking of not Idols, a different guy. It's another one word. Yeah, I was going to say,
who am I?
It's not Idols. Who is it? It's another. I don't know. It's a one word thing, and I think it starts with a G. Not. It's just a guy. No, I've listened to Idols because Going Optimal suggested them. No. Rhymes? I don't know.
Who am I?
I'll figure it out.
Are you happy with your housing? Are you climbing up the walls? Are you deafened by the headlines? Or does your head not hear at all? Are you pacified by passion? Are you armed to the teeth? Are you bubbling at the surface of what's cooking underneath? Are you dying for an answer?
I'll figure it out.
For what they call good grief? But there's a terrific chance there's nothing beyond what you believe.
Oh, don't you say that you think that I'm in glory.
A lot of layers to this.
That you think I got no glory. Running to the exit with a huge grin on my face, screaming, hope is behind, and I wanna get high.
I went to the liquor store and they took all my money. I stared into the mirror there and begged the man to love me. Do you love your blessed Father, anointed by fear of death? Do you feel the lies creep on by as soft as baby's breath?
I like that he approaches this with his accent. The Idols guy. This is Idols, right? The one that's singing right now?
Father, anointed by fear of death. Do you feel the lies creep on by as soft as baby's breath? Do you beg that truth will set you free? Are you shackled by the keys? Well, if I was you, I'd stay strapped in, 'cause all you got is me.
Oh, don't you say
I'm saying the guy from Idols.
that you think that I'm in glory. Oh, don't you say that you think I got no glory. Running to the exit with a huge grin on my face, screaming, hope is behind, and I wanna get high.
You know, I was just sitting here thinking about this, but I think of all of the Gorillaz, I think Murdoch is probably my favorite. I don't know, like I think Tootie is maybe like the main character, but I always feel so bad about him, but Murdoch is kind of like the guy, the bad guy you like to love. I don't know. Well, that's because he's having fun on the bass. The Empty Dream Machine. Black Thought, Johnny Marr. Okay. And Anushka Shankar. I am wondering if we're going to get any kind of lore extension, though, with this album.
Promises, the promises we made, they
Kind of goes into a new wave dream pop vibe with this one.
check us out the next day. Tired, but not forever so. The feeling of the day before was really much more than anyone could pray for.
I feel like they did kind of explain that Tootie's eyes were from, like, you know, a new perspective.
Was really much more than anyone could pray for. An empty dream machine without you. Man's in chains, his mind's at war again. I fear it's dark and angels are present here for real, and silence now by this dread. I thought I got my life straight, I thought I changed it.
Reminds me a little bit of what we listened to on of Kate Bush. In like a affectionate. I'm saying this affectionately, right? Like, but this is reminding me a bit of Kate Bush, like the Hounds of Love kind of thing.
But it seems I've been crawling lately. I've prayed, I've cried, don't let me fall. I'm a chastened man right now.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, when you were saying how could anyone compare it, you had me in the first half there. Like, I really, the non-affectionately part. I say that because a lot of people, I was pretty positive on the Kate Bush album, I felt like, but a lot of people felt like I liked it the wrong way, or I didn't like it in a totalitarian sort of way. So I was clearly doing it wrong and was offensive to Kate and all of art. But I'm saying this in a way that, like, I'm affectionately saying Kate Bush seems to have gotten her vibes up and into this.
Release me now. An empty dream machine without you.
Listening to Asha sing dumb, model dumb. We acquire honor from it, but a model come. A heart driven by the drum is what I borrow from. In the shadowy light of the night until tomorrow come. Protection from cloves, cinnamon, and cardamom. My chalice wasn't Masala, a son, harder son. My brainchild went from little one to martyrdom. Gave the bug to the inspiration we had caught it from. The armor stay wrapped tight like a chrysalis. It's planets in the palm of my hand, like it's a callus on the mountaintop is a wonderland, like it was Alice. So every blood vessel expand, forbidden talents doing tantric downward. A gold tooth in the trash can was the beginning of me kinda taking my last stand. When I was Wimbledon, they tried to swing me the backhand. Part of the pendulum and do me like I'm a black man. That's black like spirits, black like Krishna, or black like a deity that's trapped like a prisoner. It's a rap like Chiba rolled up into the Rizzler. When you black like Evil D, or black like Sizzler.
That's the guy from The Roots, right? Because I think that might have just reinforced why it would be that I'm going to listen to The Roots.
I need you
or Roots.
on my team. The vision is distorted. I love you in my corner, floating up above you. I try to get my cheeks out. Need you on my team. I need you by my
The
side.
conscientious hip hop flow is just so nice. I'm so taken with it.
Love you in that color. I need you on my team, girl. Floating up above you. I need you on my team, girl. Need you on my team.
What's up, Gus?
This vision is distorted. I need you on my team. Floating up above you. Empty dream machine without. Look up, Bobby Crumble. 'Cause I need you on my team.
The kind of R&B soul vibe as it's coming out. The round that they're singing in. Why did that happen? I just hit the like button. Title, why are you on the crack? The microtonal sitar bends got me so hard in the feels. I'm amazed at how dynamic the sitar work has been in this. It's really painted this album with amazing texture.
I need you on my team, girl. Need you on my team. Automatic reply. Empty dream machine without you.
I still think Orange County has been my favorite, but like, I mean, we haven't had a miss yet. Everything has been really good. And that should have gotten a like. Everything has been really good. I like, there's not anything I'm disliking, and I'm not liking this for the fact that, like, I want people to like me, right? Like, I'll say if I don't like a song. At the end of the day, this is just hitting on a lot of different levels for me. It's definitely hitting lyrically. It's definitely hitting musically. It's such a melting pot of genre to the point that you can't even call it anything other than music. And I love that. It feels like sounds of the world have gotten thrown into this and mixed into, the digitized, artistic, freeform, sentient robot that is Damon. And as that guy is reflected on his life and loss and grief, you just have some amazing artwork coming out of it with people that clearly respect the work that Damon has done. and he's working with people that he clearly respects. So when you hear this, and then you have these things like, anytime we have heard the sitar on this album, it has just been an immaculate texture. They've painted such an awesome atmosphere, such a beautiful ambience, and yet they've been able to cross genre borders in free form. You know, it's really been such a tremendous listen. Coming into the Manifesto. What's pasar? I don't know if I'll see tomorrow. What is pasar? I don't know. What is pasar? I don't know if blank tomorrow. I don't know. What does it mean? Somebody hit me with the translation. I don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Yo no sé qué va a pasar mañana. Cuando atienda la luz que me llama. Mami, mi futuro me reclama. Camino hacia la luz.
My wife is literally learning Spanish right now, and I'm sending this song to her, along with the fact that she's going to actually really like this album. Golly goodness, the Manifesto. I'm literally sending this to Mel right now live because that blonde Betty is going to love this. Let's go. There it is. Bingo Bango. Thank you for being with me.
Mami, mi futuro me reclama. Camino hacia la luz. I have nothing to lose.
No, there's absolutely gonna be time. What are you talking about?
Crucé la puerta y hoy me siento libre. Dejé el pasado y me fijé en lo simple. Solo dame 21 gramos para sentirme firme. Y yo te dejo mi legado antes de irme. Cada paso una enseñanza. Sigo con confianza tan rápido que el tiempo no me alcanza. No busco alabanza, menos falsas esperanzas. Descansa como cuando estabas en la panza y despierta. Toma la carta en el asunto para poder mirar la vida en diferentes puntos. Pregunto, ¿qué habrá en ese mundo que viene después del mundo? Lo bueno es que vamos todos juntos. Yo voy con mis valores, también florezco regando las flores. Me llevo los aromas y los colores, hago que el cielo se enamore. Y si las nubes lloran, que no lloren. Tengo a los árboles de profesores, me encanta sentir el viento. Subir la montaña sin aliento. Al final lo que importa es el intento. Solo me acompañan mis hazañas, mi virtud y mis sentimientos para escribir la parte 2 del cuento.
If you know this about me, you know that I actually really enjoy dancing. Like I did salsa dancing lessons for a while. I just I really like dancing. You know what I mean? This has got such a cool vibe. There's something actually. I know that this is probably surprising to you because I'm the whitest looking dude ever. But that's as honest as I could be. Yo, Walter1234_56, dude. From one Walter to another. How's it going? Dubs for that guy. From one dub to another.
Yo no sé qué va a pasar mañana. Yo no sé. No atienda la luz que me llama. A mí mi futuro me reclama. Camino hacia la luz. Camino. I have nothing to lose. Camino hacia la luz, camino hacia la luz,
Smoking the light. Did he say fuimos? Okay. For a moment, is that let's go to the light? Fuimos. Like for a moment, I was thinking he was saying like fumar, not fuimos, or is it saying we smoking a light? What? Let's go to the light. Tell me what that means.
Mountain stays on still. Don't lose yourself. If you don't stop now, then you're never gonna be done living under your gilded sun.
I love what he did with the meter there.
On the mountain.
con Gorillaz.
stop now, then you're never gonna be done living under your gilded sun.
Like the way they break the meter.
On the mountain.
Revisiting the mountain idea. This really is a concept album. Oh my gosh.
Never seen a killer with fangs and millimeters that bang, and killer teachers spit slang, and still I reach ya. Y'all ain't ready for death until I show the whole breath, until you blow the one set my niggas throw up. How many times I gotta prove you're not to test me? This ooze can be deadly, slugs move through your chest piece. It's all reality, beefing with your block, got you creeping with your Glock, now you sleeping in a box. No one can convince the invincible to be sensible. Bits in the principle, my pistol won't miss you all. Why shouldn't I diss you, dog? I'm Leatherface. This E and J made me say your DNA's genetic waste.
This reminds me a little bit of like what I heard. Reminds me of the song a little bit. Sweatshirt. No. It's an Earl Sweatshirt song. It reminds me a little bit of Earl Sweatshirt. Something cynical to it. Why can't I think of that song? Something cynical to it. Earl Sweatshirt. That song is called Chum. It reminds me of the song Chum. It reminds me of the song Chum by Earl Sweatshirt. In a good way. I love that.
It's in the principle, my pistol won't miss you all. Why shouldn't I diss you, dog? I'm Leatherface. This E and J made me say your DNA's genetic waste. A medic case that'll detonate. Dirty Harry. A pathetic taste that shroom head that murder fairies. A recovering heroin addict looking down the barrel of my parents' attic. Got this shotgun just swearing at it. My triggers have turned a pump into a Uzi. You chumps do that movie, y'all jump inside movies. Y'all scary dudes that hide behind your niggas, confide inside a squiller and die beneath a river. My urban strikes are not. Oh, I'm just fucking. Alright, come on, let's go.
This is lovely. The jazzy kind of breakdown here.
Let go, ya, entro rompiendo la puerta. Acá no tenemos miedo, le estamos pegando la vuelta. Paso portales que matan mortales, con tales que el mundo revienta. Titi tiembla la placa tectónica, suena la armónica, rinden la cuenta. Te reúno, te saca la venda pa' que veas que la realidad no está en venta. Sigo buscando el final del túnel, busco esa luz que al final nos une. Solo los buenos son los que suben, las armas levitando como el volumen. Solo uno más en el cardumen, busco la paz todos los lunes. Soy de los que asumen mentiras, de los que respiran cuando no hay perfume.
Dang, did it go offline? It's telling me I'm online. Dang, I wonder what's going on. I hate that this is seeming to happen in the middle of a song here, but like it's definitely weird. It's literally telling me I am streaming right now. Huh. Wonder what the heck this is. Wonder why this is the case. Okay. I'm gonna finish the song and then I'm gonna reset the stream. Sorry, guys.
Only automatic now. Only automatic now. Slow release pills.
wasn't quite sure, obviously, of a lot of what it said. Like, I didn't know a lot of what it was saying, but, I mean, it definitely stands out. Like, the English parts, definitely. If you're in the comment section, please give me a translation. And in the meantime, I guess I'm going to try to fix people not being able to see me. I forgot to hit record again, so, yeah, guys, now we are back, and we're going into the Plastic Guru. Which, I said just before I hit record, I'm wondering if this is some kind of successor to Plastic Beach.
Now are you picking this up? Great.
Somebody explain it to Soft.
I'm not implicating you.
Have fun.
I thought I was alone, but you know what I'm thinking.
I love this little arpeggio.
You were tied to the demon, starring in your own show and selling your snake oil. We believe
This is very much a Plastic Beachy vibe. That is the truth.
into the eyes of the plastic guru who lives on the mountain. He was tied to the demon, burning in the
I feel like this could be a comment on both Plastic Beach and Demon Days, and maybe where he was in his point at that time of life. Does that make sense to you? Maybe I'm reaching here, but I think it's too specific to be referring to Plastic Guru and he was tied to the demon. I think that what we are seeing on display here is him being self-referential to the work, or his body of work, and perhaps where he was as a person in those time periods of his life. Along, kind of commenting on his own thing. The Plastic Guru kind of makes me think of like a fake guru, and if he was tied to the demon, it kind of seems like they're in cahoots together or something. And this idea that we choose what we believe, is that not the truth? That's such an interesting and very blunt, honest, comment on the human experience, and I love it.
not the truth. I looked into the eyes of the plastic guru who lives on the mountain. He was tied
This sits hard. It's so nice.
to the demon, burning in the silence for the applause.
Okay.
We believe what we choose.
This might actually be a favorite of mine on the album. No. Orange County's my favorite. This is maybe second.
We believe what we choose. Is that not the truth? We believe what we choose.
Almost reminds me of Sufjan Stevens here.
Not the truth.
All delighted people vibes.
What we choose.
This is an amazing song. In 20 and 26, I've really developed such a massive appreciation for the sitar. Between Woodstock, Monterey Pop, Festival Express.
Okay, so stop.
And this. Honestly, Plastic Guru was just an immaculate song. This album is just not missing. It stopped on stop. Yeah, that's a great ending. Apropos, Delirium featuring Marky Smith.
Open the door. Can you hear the drum? There's panic on the mountain 'cause the new god's come. He doesn't recognize himself for what he's done.
This is absolutely a concept album. It's so interwoven with itself and the previous works. This is such a good Gorillaz album. This is such a good return. Holy frig.
But if you don't embrace him, then it's time to run.
What's up, Shamblam?
If you don't believe in
Welcome
him,
to the Brewskis, homie.
open the door and let me in. I've been out in the chat rooms waiting for the end to begin. Maybe I'm a young man with a broken wing. Maybe I'm just searching.
The main
for
dude
a
from The
voice
Fall of I didn't
within
know.
me. Hope you
I didn't
can
realize he was
hear
from The
me
Fall, I mean.
calling. Open the door.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I love that. That man is a wah-wah.
Delirium, sooner or later. Delirium, shrunken. China head. Delirium,
Dude, yes.
limp, sleek, shredder.
Open the door. Raise the alarm.
Gorillaz Bond song moment.
There's fires on the mountain and the full moon's come. If you're sitting in the darkness with your loaded gun, it's time you understood you gotta get up and run. I hope that you can hear me calling.
Привет, меня зовут Влад, и я знаю фею.
I want you to listen to Delirium in the stereo soundscape, not just the word delirium. It's not centered. I want you to hear it go from your left to your right ear. Headphone crew, identify yourselves and pay attention to this moment. That was right to left.
Sooner or later.
Delirium, left to right. Right to left.
Shrunken. China head. Delirium. Peg leg limp. Sleep shredder. You shrunken China chief head. Dealer. Wooden tits on the front of a ship. Shotgun, China, chief head.
It feels like Daft Punk dancing.
You shrunken China chief head dealer.
that song, again, another mega banger. They're not missing it all. That was fun. That was dancey, a little Daft Punky, a little bit like very much the Gorillaz. And we're coming into Damascus after I shut the door. I don't think Clark can decide if he wants to be inside or outside. Come on, fella. You look like you just rolled around in a whole bunch of dirt. Were you sunbathing? I think you used to look like a white and brown basset hound, and now you look like a tan and brown basset hound. I think you got a little dirty, bud. Clarky's a dirty boy. Gotta get him groomed. Okay, Damascus, featuring Omar Suleiman and Yaslin Bey. I'm not familiar with either of the features. Wow. The arpeggios are going left to right here.
On your radio, DA in the place you so fresh, Suleiman in the place you know, making no replace you go.
I'm loving the Middle Eastern vibe.
Ship from Damascus, need more point. The fantasy is real, feel free, enjoy.
كل يوم عين بعينه باكر وينه وينه.
New brand news in our old school voice. Hush, Habibti, it's time to make noise.
راحت مني ندامة أنا ماني متبحضينه.
Here to navigate the waves in the dark, no map. Stars in the heavens and the breeze on my back.
راحت مني ندامة
welcome back.
Hallelujah, holla, Fodo, Yalla, Turkish coffee, Starbucks, get off. Here to navigate the waves in the dark, no map. Stars.
I feel like we're at a Turkish disco right now, and I love it.
Fodo, Yalla, Turkish coffee, Starbucks, get off. Here to navigate the waves in the dark, no map. Stars in the heavens and the breeze on my back. Know where I'm headed and I'll be where I'm at. That's the way it is, and it's like new arrival, fresh arrival, new arrival, fresh arrival, new arrival, fresh arrival, new arrival, fresh arrival. New ship from Damascus, need more point. The fantasy is real, feel free, enjoy. New brand news in a soulful voice. Hush, Habibti, it's time to make noise. Fodo, Yalla, hallelujah, holla. Turkish coffee, Starbucks, Shikoni. Navigate the waves in the dark, no map. Stars in the heavens and the breeze on my back.
لا يا حبيب الأول لولا قدر ما توسك.
Big ship from Damascus, point Nemo. Inspiration moving in stereo.
لا يا حبيب الأول لولا قدر.
This is really, really, really a mega banger. And hey, thank you for letting me know the real Grimoire. Honestly, this is just a really, really loud, big album. You know what I mean? It's got a lot going for it. And just, there you go. I'll give myself a little bit more sauce, but I don't want to take away from this. I mean, you can definitely tell it's been mixed and mastered, like, perfectly. I'm really loving the fact that I feel like I'm in a Turkish disco. Like there's just a lot of fun to this.
Yes, super fresh as I'm known to be. See a real cool bullet on overheat. Yes. They say hallelujah, holla, yalla,
Syrian,
yalla.
got it.
Turkish coffee, Starbucks, warning. holla, yalla, yalla. Turkish coffee, Starbucks, you're corny. Know where I'm headed and I be where I be. They got it how they got it, but not like me. Fresh arrival.
This is a mega banger, dude. Not at all what I would normally listen to. But I'm here for it. I think that this kind of represents a special talent that Damon has with the Gorillaz, in that he can make music that is not necessarily in your wheelhouse kind of feel accessible by featuring it within his art and doing it in his creative way. And I think that kind of, bridges interest into other areas. Very happy with this.
Dante in the place you so. Suleiman in the place you know. Make them know everywhere you go. Top down on your radio. DA in the place you so. Dante in the place you go. Suleiman in the place you know.
Fresh. That's kind of cool. Okay, and this one, the Shadowy Light, and this has quite a few features as well. Whoa. What language is this? I like that you can see the global inspiration that Damon has. I love his broken meter. I've noticed that seems to be a trend in the music that I have found inspiring and appealing to me the most in the last couple of years, is that it's you can tell that their inspirations are vast. Like look at Giz, like taking inspiration from all over the place. Look at think about an album like Graceland, right? Like taking a concept of and sounds I've never really heard and putting him into that use case and then creating his own thing. The Gorillaz in this context, branching out into all over the place. And of course, they've kind of made a career out of doing that. But it's in that you can kind of see these people are students of the music of the world, like in general, and not just of their own subgenre. And I think you can kind of identify acts and bands that are just students of really only a couple of subgenres of music. And, their inspirations reflect pretty loudly in their music, to the point that it's easy to call a lot of bands within the same subgenre derivative of one another. This feels like it's an exploration of what music can do when you combine different flavors and different spices into a dish. Like this is very much fusion music in every sense of the way, but like, you mix pop, you mix psychedelia, you mix lo-fi, you mix dream pop, you mix, different, hip hop, rap, whatever. You mix, sitar music. Like there's so many different things that combine the melting pot that has been this album, and I love it.
Chal
timers, who is hearing this for the first time, and what are your thoughts?
जहाँ पे मिल जाए सच्चा दिल से प्यार
If it's got you trust, what will they promise you when your voice is lost and replaced by the cold machines of madman and fever dreams, oblivious to the truth of the shadowy light?
Kind of reminds me a little bit of Flaming Lips a bit as well.
The shadowy light.
Shadowy light,
Shadowy light.
shadowy light,
The shadowy light.
shadowy light. I shed my skin. The end is the beginning. Smile, smile, smile. Accepting and forgiving. Living is the ending. The end of the beginning. Shed my skin. The end is the beginning.
The shadowy light.
To your point, Mike, I get it. I have those same feelings about other bands. And in fact, you've heard me say that about one of my lifelong favorite bands, Death Cab for Cutie, right? I've been very critical of my favorite band. And I think once you have a band, and maybe not that this is your favorite one, right? But I think once you have a band whose catalog you're familiar with, you come to have an expectation of things that you want or like. I think that there's no way I can listen to this album, though, without recognizing the evolution of the man and the artist and the reach of him wanting to expand his horizons globally. Like, he's already done that. I mean, he's worked with so many people from so many different places, but this seems to be the most global he's gotten, Gorillaz have gotten with an album. When I say that, I mean, to the point that he's featuring music that he knows is shattering language barriers of the primary bulk of his listeners. I mean, most of the listeners of his music, of Gorillaz music, are English speakers. So for them to feature so much music and so many lyrics in a different language is a very conscientious choice. And I feel like it's supposed to kind of be this idea of like global connection. I'm definitely getting that vibe here, because at the end of the day, what all of humanity has in common is that we are born and we die, right? What we do in the middle is up to us. What we choose to believe in the middle is up to us. But at the end of the day, the commonality that all of us have is we're live and die, right? This feels like it's a very, kind of a comment on the recognition of that. And choosing to focus on that unification, as in we all share an existence, and I really like that.
Shadowy light. Shadowy light. Shadowy light. Shadowy light. Shadowy light. Shadowy
I thought it was a Beatles song. This feels like an album that attempts to bridge humanity in a global experience through the shared experience of life and grief and love. in shared experience. Love the slide guitar sound. And all of this kind of junk. I don't think that was oscillation. Casablanca, featuring Paul Simonon and Johnny Marr. Dang, 3 songs to go. Do you think it's going to stick the landing?
I'm here in the painted world of the blue sky. Where the gamble is the runway that leads to the mountain.
I love that they keep referring to the mountain. It just really sealed the concept.
And the image
Bowie again.
always remain open as they stare into the abyss. I don't know anything that feels like this. No, I don't know anything that hits like this. No, I don't know
This is like a digital new age doo-wop, and I love it. I don't know anything that feels like this. No, I don't know anything that hits like this. I don't know anything that feels like this Kiss. It certainly has that like lo-fi new age, you know, like doo-wop vibe, and I'm in love with it.
feels like this. No, I don't know anything that hits like this. No, I don't know
I love how ethereal and yet analog decay ridden it is. Also, I believe Cone mentioned earlier, correct me if I'm wrong, if it was somebody else that said so, but I believe it was Cone that said earlier that no samples were used for this. Like, this was all stuff that they'd had either recorded ahead of time, or, you know, with you know, people that they'd worked with that had since passed away, and, you know, applied use cases for them with new music. So, I love the fact that nothing on here was sampled and that everything is just them working together. Was it Cone that said that?
Underlit by savage fire.
Credit where it's due.
Motorway Casablanca. Where the tunnel to suburbia is opening soon. And the lone shooter lies unseen.
No, I know that. I'm talking about the album in general. I wasn't referring to these two gentlemen, Garrett.
And stares into the abyss. I don't know anything that feels like this. No, I don't know anything that hits like this.
I was thinking it was a lyric or a deep track or something. I felt like for whatever reason, and I don't know why I thought this. It's been so long since I actually like looked it up. I knew it was a name of a like song or something. It admittedly just wasn't a part of the lore I dug too deeply into. I felt like it had been a Beatles reference, not a Beatles song. If that came out of my mouth, it's not what should have. I don't know anything. That's probably where it came from then. I remembered it being a Beatles adjacent thing. Anyways, we have 2 songs to go on this thing, The Sweet Prince and The Sad God. Let me see, is Twitch going to let me finish this? Yeah, they should. Cool. So I don't think we're going to get yeeted by an ad before we close her down. The Sweet Prince. I love this flute. It feels like what Andre 3000 has been doing lately. This is about Damon's father who passed away.
That you might reach somehow. There are scars that'll never heal, so I pretend they gone away. Sweet prince, don't be sad. You were never
is great, but the acting in the script.
And the sword you hold in your hand, well, this mighty blow will set you on your pattern path into the next life.
Wow. Gates of Heaven trumpet vibes. How's it going, hey Nan?
I found myself by your bedside, looking out across the void.
Dang.
I was trying to say I love you, but you just looked the other way. Sweet prince, don't be sad. You were never meant to be here. And the sword you hold in your hand, well, this mighty blow will set you on your pattern path into the next life.
I like he throws meter just to say what he wants to say. He doesn't need it to fit the scheme. He just says it the way he intends it. That's such a power play for an artist, and I wish more people did it. Mel, you're going to really like this one. From the very first song I think you walk into, you're going to... It's not going to be a Gorillaz album that you think it's... It's not the Gorillaz album you think you're going to get. It's the Gorillaz album that you are probably going to like the most. By far, I think is absolutely going to be the case. And yo, Grosser, welcome to the Rooskies, homie. Rooskies, make the new friends feel at home. And everybody throw W's in the chat for my wife who's watching from work. We're coming into the last song, and I think it's gonna stick the landing if I had to guess. I love that it's just ending on this. Oh. A little taster ending. It won't stick the landing, it'll reach the summit. Nah, it's probably The Sad God, featuring Black Thought, AJ Prasanna, and Anushka Shankar. Guys, can we throw W's in the chat for Anushka Shankar? Her textures with the sitar throughout this album have just been heavenly. I did not expect to be wowed the way I was with the sitar presence on this album. It added so much to an already tremendously thematic, ethereal atmosphere. Her work throughout this has just been the secret sauce. I mean, truly the secret sauce. And the conscientiousness behind this album, the heartbeat of humanity through this album, you know, the reflections of a person through grief, I think are typically universally applicable. And I think that if one opens themselves up to the experience of humanity, you would tend to agree with me. Maybe you're not as emotional a person I am, and that's totally fine. Maybe you're more emotional than I am, and that's also totally fine. Maybe you're less, and that's totally fine. What I'm getting at is, I think that this has been a unique perspective on the shared existence of humanity in the world. I think it accomplished that with, features from artists from around the world. I think he met with people who were, they met with people that were kind of similarly understanding the concept of this. There is such a tremendous heartbeat of humanity and kind of shared love and grief. And I really I mean, honestly, this is I think this might be the best album that's been released in 20 and 26. I haven't listened to every album, but I think that this one is standing at the top of the mountain for me, pun intended. We're going into the last song. Let's see if it sticks the landing. I have nothing but good things to say about this. The flute playing, oh my God. It's just such an interesting mix of textures that has just hit me. Giz is dropping this year, I would guess. They just finished recording an album with Billy Strings.
I gave you love to fill, oh glory. I gave you dreams, you wrote the story. I gave you white sails to reach the sun. I gave you atoms, you built a bomb.
Wow.
Now there is nothing, and I have gone. No more mountains. your face.
Yeah, I got the intel through the inkwell. You do well when you think well, and people more likely to try to give you hell when you bring hell. It ain't got.
Keep in mind, my friends, that you do well when you think well. I think that that is maybe one of the most profound lyrics I have read in a long time. You do well when you think well. I think maybe it's the stoic coming out of me here, but the quality of our thoughts has everything to do with our happiness. And if you can be conscientious about the quality of your thoughts, I think you might find that you will do much better in life. Please, please keep that in mind.
To begin well, but it's all well if it end well, and end well. A man still gotta mean well and intend well, even in hell.
Yes.
You were dating misery's friend of a friend, girl. The guard fell, your light broke through the hard shell of an incel, trapped inside of a statue. Scratch vinyl in the back room, accumulating in a vacuum, and ruminating in the bathroom. Just an illustration in a tattoo. Blood moon, blue black moon. Even if they let me into heaven, I would probably just move back soon. That Dracula Nosferatu. Ooh la la Sassoon. Lay Ms. Rob, one little nod at you and I got you. Type shit to lay a clap track to. I can't say it ain't factual. The master remain natural should be the answer when they ask you my advantage. The paradise you were handed like a paradise, and I'm living with uninhibited, unlimited terabytes of.
I gave you blue skies, sweet fantasy. I gave you poppies, formality. I gave you white cells, you weaponized. I gave you garlands, you closed your eyes in paradise.
Dude. Maybe it's that I'm in my love and light era of life. Maybe it's that I find myself similarly considering things Damon has been considering. Maybe it's that this just speaks a little bit more into where I'm at right now, but this was my favorite Gorillaz album. It overrides the sentimentality I have of being a younger man and discovering the music. It overrides, you know, some of the memories I have of being a hellion, listening. I think that this is their most complete album. I think it is the most consistent work that they have across the board. I know that the other albums have history behind them, have you know, they've lasted the test of time, but I'm talking, if I'm comparing the album as a body of work to the other albums as a body of work, I think that this is the best one. I think that this is the most complete project that they have done. This did not feel like a collection of singles. as some of the works they've done in the past have. This, like, and not all of them, right? But this just didn't feel like a collection of singles and features. This felt like it was a consistent album all the way through. It was very clearly focused. It continuously was self-referential. It continuously explored these ideas in these depths of love, loss, grief, humanity, all of it. It explored his own, their own works previously. I think that this was just the best Gorillaz album that's been made. I don't think that this is recency bias whatsoever. I don't think that this is just because I'm like an older guy that's, kind of cleaned his life up and is like stepped away from I don't think it's anything like that. I think that this is really, to me, just the most complete piece. And that's not to dunk on the other albums, because let's be real, all of the Gorillaz works are pretty good to great. But this has been my favorite. Say what you will, but that's my take. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.